Yo guys, welcome back to another Danmachi Memoria Freese video. Okay, so in today's video, right, and I instantly get a notification on my phone. No one wanted to speak to me this whole time. And the second, literally the second I start recording. Okay, sorry about that. Anyway guys, so today we're going to be doing RecordBuster. Now, I was up, I don't want to say late, but I was up last night. I'd been inactive in Discord, so I figured, you know, I'll spend some time with anybody that wanted to hang out in Discord and help me put together a better RecordBuster team, because I'm not gonna lie, I went in and I got Otal MLB simply because of how good he seemed on paper, so in theory, and then only to find out that there was a bug. I lost a lot of motivation to actually do RecordBuster. And then, you know, the guys actually came through real clutch and helped me out. And obviously I don't have like a whale score because I don't have the units that most of these top scorers have. Like, I certainly don't have any good single target units besides Otal in the Earth category anyway. But yeah, so shut up LD, let's get into the team. No, armor first. I always do armor first. You're going to need seal resist anklets, at least 4, unless you have an assist that has ailment resistance. And then if you do have anyone, like for Goblin Slayer for example, I'll put swift armor on him just cause you know, Revis hits really hard with physical damage. Also, you know, 2 revolving anklets or amulets, however you want to call them. The usual, it's RecordBuster. 4 ailment anklets, 2 revolving ones. There, you're good. Let's get into the team. By now you should know Haruhime is essential on basically every team near enough. Usually, for the most part, I could probably swap them around and bring Haruhime in last. But just for the sake of doing a run, you know, if you can emulate this team, by all means go for it. If not, wait, I think I did experiment with a couple of teams. Like, I do have MLB Lyra, but she just did not put out the damage that I was hoping for. Anyway, so Doge and Kranos in my familiar Discord really helped me put this team together. But yeah, so let's go through the team. We have Haruhime and Orna as usual for the heals, buff extension, counter heals, you name it. Oh, and the SA, her SA for the 100% strength buff. Line, the first sack unit we have here for the SA gauge charge across the board. On her we have the new Asfi. Now, I'm sort of overlapping buffs here. Asfi gives 10% dex, but so does Finn. But because I don't have an earth resist debuffer assist, the only way to increase my damage output even more would be to increase my single target damage by an additional 5%, which is what Asfi does. Whereas Eyes increases it single target and AoE by 10%. Asfi increases single target by 15%. So I'm only increasing damage by 5%, but it's better than nothing. Coming over, obviously we have the Otal. He's going to be the main source of damage. Eyes gives him 15% strength as well as the 10% increase to AoE and single target damage. Goblin Slayer's here because he's a single target. I want to say Nuka as well, so he's going to complement. He's the best unit I have to complement Otal. Some of you guys might have Anya, some of you guys might have Kotori. You know, he fits one of those self-sustaining Nukas, so that's why we're using him. Then we have Alice. Now Alice is, so you know what, I'm gonna make an effort here. I'm gonna make an effort. Someone took the time to watch my video and then help me understand how to pronounce her name, so I'm gonna make the effort not to pronounce her name wrong. Elise is how I've been told I need to say it. So Elise is here for her skill 2, because I couldn't think of what other buffs that I could have on there, and I would rather go for a direct buff to crit and penetration instead of just dex. On her I have T for the increase in earth, and well, not so much fire, but it's crit rate and earth damage by 8%, as well as strength, but strength is negligible because all the others are already getting buffs anyway. Then coming over, I have Finna for the, okay, so she's threefold useful in this team. Her skill 1 reduces incoming AoE damage by 30%. I don't know if it does single target as well, but AoE is good. Her skill 2 extends buffs, which is great for the turns that I need to use either skill 1 or skill 2 with Haruhime, and her skill 3 is a single target super modifier magic attack that removes strength and magic buffs, so super useful. And then on her, obviously I have Finn. If you don't know what he does by now, then you obviously haven't been paying attention this entire anniversary. Anyway, let's get into the run now that I've gone over everything. Hopefully auto battle's not on. Is it on? Is it on? No, it's not on. Thank God for that. Okay. What I'm going to do now is post mid-editing, sorry, because I'm gonna like commentate here. What I'm gonna do now is mid-editing. I'm gonna put the turn rotations on the screen, and you need to be even. I don't have them on the screen in front of me right now, but I'm gonna put them on the screen in editing, and you just need to pay attention to what turns that she buffs her strength, and you need to remove it, and then what turns she removes her debuffs so that you can reapply them. Now, sorry if you can hear my little one in the background. He's playing Roblox. Apparently it's not going so well. Okay, so turn 1, Akane Spotlight, all the buffs. And okay, so between these two, because I'm not actually going to be doing much damage with Goblin Slayers right just yet, I think it's more important to have the damage type debuff than the physical resist and dark resist debuff just yet. But I mean, that's just my way of seeing it. You're perfectly capable of doing it the other way around. I think it's just how I see it. Ooh, I think I need to change my blue stack settings. It seems a bit choppy. Okay, now I'm going to use Sheikah because I want the counter rate from the beginning. It makes it easier because later on, trying to fiddle about and use Sheikah if you're not writing down turn rotations like I am, I don't write them down ever. For myself, I mean, it becomes, you know what? No, I'm not. Or will I? You know what? I will. I will. Skill 2 on Elise. There we go. I got it. I'm gonna have to keep like actually reminding myself that's how I pronounce it. Crit and pen up. Debuff Earth. This is why I'm actually I can get away with it this turn because it's 2 turns, which means I can still extend it next turn. And then over here for this one, I mean, like, it's not going to be a perfect run. I haven't actually fine-tuned this yet. I'm just showing you guys how I've got the score that I currently have, which is over 300 million, like, spoiler, but it's you know, so it's still a good score. It's good enough to get you all of the medals that you can get from the 200 mil. Now we're going to switch into damage mode. We're going to lower reduce incoming damage. Is it? Oh, it is AoE and single target. That is fantastic. So she's going to buff herself for now. Right, we're going to extend some buffs here. 400k from, so it's like 630,000 damage just from Otal there. The only, obviously, the downside being that Otal's counters are bugged, which means he sucks. No, well, I mean, it doesn't suck. Like 630,000 damage was it? Okay, so this doesn't matter. He's going to reapply it this turn anyway. All the other debuffs are fine for now. I'll extend them next turn. We need to make sure that we're skill free with Fina to remove the strength buff that she's about to apply, and then have at it. Yeah, Otal doesn't suck. I think he, at least on paper, matches up to every other single target nuker that we have. I still think Anya is better in the long run, as in Anya can be taken to more than, like, if you were to put it this way, if I had MLB Anya, I would be using her instead of Goblin Slayer right now. She's viable for more than just the element she's good with. Whereas, sorry, I lost my train of thought there. Hold on one sec. Sorry about that, guys. I just had to make a quick cut. There was actually someone at my door. That's why I was losing my train of thought. Okay, so I was saying that Anya is more viable for way more content than I would say Otal would be. Like, he's only relevant against Earth. That's it. Like, he has the debuff, so he is kind of self-sustaining, but I don't think he really has anyone to complement him in. Okay, hold on. Sorry, I'm gonna go a little bit above and beyond with extending buffs here, so I have a little bit of wiggle room later on. We're just gonna do the damage abilities here. Actually, no, I need to reset his additional actions. That's the only problem with these new units. You need to juggle their additional actions. Yeah, no, so I was saying, he is only going to be relevant in Earth events. That's my opinion. Whereas Anya, and I'm proving now, even Goblin Slayer is viable in, you know, other content, like especially with Goblin Slayer's skill 2 as well. Even as a sack unit, makes him more useful. Maybe down the line I can find more uses for him, because the problem is he is only viable for single targets. Like, he has no AoE whatsoever. I mean, he's probably going to be useful for the storyline bosses, but that's about it. Okay, she's going to remove her debuffs right now. I sort of went off on a tangent and got carried away with my opinions on Otal there. Alright, so we're going to switch to skill 3 there. And we're going to do this one, and we're going to do this one. See, the problem is Goblin Slayer needs to do 2 debuffs before he gets back into it. Yeah, that should be fine. Alright, so there's the physical resist and earth resist debuff, strength and magic debuff. The reason I used Arcane when, you know, I can just wait to use Otal's skill 3 for the additional 5% decrease, is I still kind of want to ensure that I'm not taking unnecessary amounts of damage. Okay, and skill 1 for the dark resist debuff here. Make sure, yeah, alright, so 400, see what I'm saying, 448k into an additional 225k, that you can't like laugh that off. It's still but you know, followed up by a 0 damage counter is not what you want to see. Okay, so we're gonna excuse me, into okay, into so I'm only gonna get, I think, 5 SAs in total in this. So I've got the Haruhime one, and then I'm probably only gonna get 4 more SAs. I'm trying to just figure out quickly in my head where I'm gonna use those SAs. Anyway, it is turn 8. She is about to SA again. I do need to make sure everyone's getting healed, and the strength buff is being removed. 488, 243. Even like Goblin Slayer hitting 200 plus K and then 100k counters. This is like 104k counters. That's like, I'm trying to work out whether, because I'm gonna double SA. That's my thing here. I'm gonna use double SAs with Goblin Slayer and Otal just to push that damage right out there. Okay, so I took like next to no damage, so I can use Sheikah this turn. Get some MP back, check my buffs. I don't even need to extend buffs. Check the debuffs. Debuffs are fine as well. I mean, she's going to remove debuffs next turn anyway, so we're going to Sheikah regardless. Okay, point to make here. It is pointless to reset my additional attacks now. You need to understand that. There is no point resetting additional attacks like now, when in like the next couple of turns I'm gonna start using SAs, and you don't get additional actions when you use an SA, because an SA doesn't count as an action, so they can't be an additional, if that makes sense. Anyway, yeah. Oh, excuse me. Wait, it's turn 9. She's gonna remove. You know what? I'm actually thinking. Yeah, I think I'll double SA this turn. Like I said, I haven't refined this. I can probably fine tune it a lot better. Once I see, yeah, man, I should be okay. I'm gonna double SA just to test out the damage. Plus, the sooner I get off the plus 90% dark damage with his SA, the better. Otal gives himself a 1-turn counter, which I'm not going to extend anyway because he does like 0 damage. If he did more, if his passive wasn't bugged, yeah, I would probably try and extend his counter, like how many turns his counter goes on for, or counter rate is buffed for, but that's not the case. So we're looking for how much damage this is going to do. Okay, so he's got the 20% from Goblin Slayer and an additional 20% for the combo SA. So I'm guessing it's going to be quite high. Like he's going to do a lot of damage. 1.9 million. I would say that's I mean that's on the higher end. I was expecting around 1.8, so he's got like a whole million damage more. Goblin Slayer's probably going to do about 800,000 maybe. Pushing it to 900,000 if I get a high roll. 800, okay, 800,000, so I was right. The combo is probably going to give me about 150k on the higher end, I think. Because it's non-element based, so it's only got the physical resist debuff to increase it. Alright, so 180, that's on the higher end, wow. So 1.9, 800k. So we're creeping up to like 3 million damage on that double SA, and I've still got 5 turns to go, which means I can stack up things, which means I can now actually add the additionals after I do this, because now we're gonna reset. She's gonna remove her debuffs, so we're gonna reset them all. I'm using skill 2 to just extend buffs right now. So there's, yep, there we go. I can't get back into it straight away with Otal. I am going to use his skill 1 because I'm going to go a few turns without actually can I get away with it? I'm going to Sheikah again. Or am I? Wait, no, I'm not. I need to extend debuffs as well. Okay, although I'm gonna do that to get the buff extensions, that way I can sort of get away with it a bit more later on. I do this to get the additional actions back. Lower dark resist, strength and magic's down already. Plus having the decreased crit and penetration rate from Goblin Slayer's skill 1 is very helpful as well. Because there's always that chance that RNG is going to screw you over on her final SA and just completely wipe your team, or at least wipe a couple members of your team. Okay, we're cutting it real close. I need to, with Haruhime's MP, I mean. So I need to remove that strength buff. Now we can go into damage, because I need to get another double SA off. Near 500k on one hit, and Goblin Slayer's hitting 300k now. That's like with the plus the 90, so it's definitely, it was definitely worth to double SA given the amount of damage we can now do leading up to it. I don't know if I did the SAs on the right turns. Nearly 2k damage to. Oh, all right. Well, what we've got to do here is we've got to hope for some counter heals just to heal up my girl there, but so yeah, all right, we're definitely gonna get a double SA, for sure, for sure. 2 additionals, which means we've wasted a turn of it. No, we should still get 1 turn's worth of additionals. Debuffs looking good, buffs looking good. We're good across the board. I just need to get some MP back here and hope that my girl Finna doesn't die. There we go, immediate counter heal. We're safe now. We're definitely safe. I mean, it's always a little bit scary when you get to the later stages anyway, because her damage just, no matter how much, how many defensive buffs you have, her damage just sort of spikes up there. Just do the buff extension this time. We're not gonna double SA this turn, I don't think. Maybe we can push it and. Goblin Slayer ran out of MP. I need to. I won't lie to you. I'm pretty sure like it's because his CP levels are kind of low. So I don't think I'm definitely not gonna be able to get a third SA here, but we're going to SA on the final turn anyway. Just to get, because I want to get that additional out of the way. I don't want to waste it at all. Because like, his additional attacks will run out now. Yeah, we're so close to another SA as well. Okay, so now finally we're just going to do the double SAs here. And cheeky little additional 20-30k damage from Harihime, because the multipliers kick in, it is going to help. This should do more than the previous double SA, given that Goblin Slayer now has the additional 90% dark damage before he SAs. The animation is so cool. I really do enjoy that animation. It is really cool. And we hit 1.9 million again. I think I may have actually scored higher than I did before. Just based on, if I'm looking at the numbers, I think I scored higher this time than I did last time. But I won't know, obviously I won't know until the end, but still, I'm happy with what I'm seeing. 1 million from Goblin Slayer, and that's with the combo, so we're on, currently we're on 2.9 million. So like, real close to 185k. I'm not too worried about the combo attack there. I wish she would have hit Goblin Slayer twice, because he counters so much harder. And the final score is I did not score as high as I thought I would, even though my SAs hit harder. Okay, that's fine. Like I said, guys, I am incapable of scoring ridiculously high on this, you know, as compared to what I usually get. But 313 million, 300 million plus is still nothing to scoff at, especially if you guys watching at home can recreate this team. I hope that helps. I hope you enjoyed the video. I am going to keep tweaking this and refine it, and hopefully I can score higher anyway. But yeah, if you did enjoy the video, make sure to like, subscribe. If you're not, make sure to follow me on any of the social media links in the description. And as always, guys, I'll catch you later.